Hi guys, inkyvaper here, and today we're going to be doing just a couple of quick videos with this one, and then there'll be another one released again today. Excuse me if I look a bit zoned out, but I'm on quite heavy painkillers because my back is killing me and I'm off work. But I thought I'd get some videos done while I'm not too horrendous. So what we've got today is the Fat Daddy Vapes conversion kit from modmaker.co.uk that I got the other week, which is basically an improved top cap and switch for the noisy cricket. And yeah, it's basically a copper top cap and switch, magnetic switch. A vast improvement in my opinion. It's a bit of a giveaway, but a vast improvement in my opinion on the original that came with the noisy cricket. So what we'll do is we'll go down low, have a look at it. I'll show you the original and the fitting of the new ones, and then we'll come back up and we'll talk about pros and cons. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, here's the Fat Daddy Vapes noisy cricket conversion kit as it comes in a little plastic tube with rubber bungs on the end. As you can see, you've got a copper tube which can be used, if you want to, you can actually use it as a single 18650 mech. But as I've already got hybrid copper mechs myself, single 18650 ones, I don't really bother, so I'm just going to pop that to one side. Okay, so here we've got the top cap of the 510 connection. It's a floating brass pin with a peak insulator at the back here, and nice and knurled around the edges to get a good grip on it. And there we've got the switch, which is magnetic, copper, brass contact, nice easy press. The originals on the noisy cricket, as you can see on mine, they're kind of grunged up and just constantly chewing into that aluminium on the noisy cricket. Now I wasn't, as an experienced vapor, hybrids don't bother me. I've got several hybrid single 18650 mods, but I did start to get concerned about this one because the insulation that sort of sits on the top of here, I don't know if you can just see, it's like a rough edge around there. It's just like a little very thin plastic sticker that goes on there. I was never very keen about that, and the idea of having an incident with a hybrid top cap with a series dual 18650 mod kind of started to wear on my mind a bit and actually put me off using it. The other thing that put me off using it is the original switch, which is just really kind of janky to say the least. It kind of sticks and doesn't press through evenly. It kind of catches itself on the edges. It's a spring-loaded one. It's brass. You've got this sort of peak insulating there and a brass pin there, but it's all a little bit rough and a little bit neh. And the only way you can get it off, because there's no knurled edges, is to stick a coin or something in this slot, and that starts to wear after a while. So that kind of was one of the things that put me off. It was just changing the batteries and stuff like that with the noisy cricket. It just started to annoy me. So I'll just pop those into the tube that the copper tube's in, so I know where they are. There we go. Right, get rid of those. Okay, so here's my noisy cricket. Ideal Home stickers on it. The kit comes with this little Fat Daddy Vapes sticker as well, which I put on there because it's shiny, and we like shiny things. So I'm gonna stick some Samsung 25Rs. These are a married pair that have only ever been used in the noisy cricket. I've got two pairs that I are married to the noisy cricket, and this is one of them. So I'm just going to pop the switch in like so. It's nice knurled edges to this plastic on the top of the switch there, so that would Delrin switch. And then we've got the copper on the top cap, and again this is, just want to be a little bit more careful with that because I'm going to make sure you get a good connection down there. Right, and then what we're basically going to do is I'm just going to screw my indestructible straight onto there, and that'll push that copper, that brass pin out on the inside. No battery rattle. Fires away like a thing. As you can see, there's a little bit. It causes a little bit of a gap. Oh well, sort of a raise, which wasn't there before. So it's about a mil, maybe a mil and a half, something like that. But the switch is far better. Fires every time for me. Well, he says that and then it doesn't fire. But yeah, it's a good switch. It's a damn sight better. Occasionally, if you catch it off at the wrong sort of side, it doesn't fire as well as it normally does. But you get that with quite a few switches, to be perfectly honest with you. This one fires far better than the original switch. So yeah, right. Well, what we'll do now is we'll go back up top and I'll talk to you about the pros and cons of the conversion kit. See you there. Welcome back, guys. So, as we saw down on the table there, the conversion kit is, well, it's just as easy to fit, if not easier, than the original top cap and button that came with it. It's a much improved way of doing it, in my opinion. It makes me feel a lot safer using the Noisy Cricket. As I said, I'm an experienced vaper, pretty experienced vaper now. I've got a fair few single 18650 hybrid mods that I use on a regular basis, but this always, I don't know, I always felt a little bit dubious about using this one because of the quality of those two components at the top there. Always left me feeling maybe a little bit uneasy, and as a result I stopped using the Noisy Cricket quite as much as I was originally. It kind of kept niggling away at the back of my mind, and I think part of that was a lot to do with kept warning over and over again, warning people about the hybrid connection, and warning people about the fact that it's a series mod, and you kind of just, you give yourself the fears, So this has definitely renewed my love of the Noisy Cricket. When it comes to pros and cons, I can't really. There's the only cons wise. There's the button sometimes it is a little stiff and doesn't always fire like bang on. But it's a lot more reliable than the original. That's really the only con I've got for it. For $14.99 you get the copper tube as well, so if you haven't got a single 18650 mech mod, you've got one. If you're not using your Cricket, you can use that. It's very well made. The threading on it is excellent. It don't seem to get nearly, the threads and contacts and everything don't seem to get nearly as dirty as the originals do. So that's another pro. All in all, it's a great little investment. If you've got a Noisy Cricket and you're not happy with the hybrid top cap and the button that comes with it, then it's certainly worth the $14.99 plus a few quid for postage to get hold of one of these. What I'll do is I'll stick the link to mod makers down in the description below. Rick certainly had these in stock. I'm not sure whether he's got any at the moment, but he's going to be getting them in regularly, so it's worth, if they aren't in stock as of now, it's certainly worth sort of keeping an eye out for them, because in my opinion it definitely improves the Noisy Cricket and makes it feel a lot more quality product, apart from obviously the Ideal Aim vinyls, which make it a vastly improved product. So yeah, so if you've got a Cricket and you want it to be a little bit more reliable and damn sight easier and safer to use, then you won't go far wrong with this, really. So it's only a short one, this. There's not really an awful lot else to say. I'm not going to keep going over and over everything, so we'll leave it there, and I'll see you on the next one, which won't be too long. Bye.